Hi guys, today we will do an activity about object detection and we will detect an object from the background. So let's the background. Let me close the video here and choose the backdrop. We will upload it. And here is the background that we are going to use. And let's back to Python. The first thing we will use the import find library. Then we will create a variable. Let's call it obj equals object detection library. Let's delete the duplication. And now say, let me adjust first the video, the background. It's like it's smaller than the stage. So let's press here first and choose stretch it. Nice, so good. Okay, I think it's better now. Need to stretch it more. Nice, so good. Now we're done. Let's back to Python. Now we need to write a code that will detect everything in the background. And also let's use the extension for the stamp or bin. So write bin equals bin. Okay, so we're going to use the bin library as we will need to stamp something on the screen. And the first thing you will do after that, we will clear the screen. So bin dot clear to clear everything. And then let's start adjusting the threshold for the screen or for the project, as it's the determines how much will be the model of object detection is confident of the object that he is detecting. So let's start by detecting it. Let's say first by setting the threshold. So say obj dot threshold. Set threshold. Let's start with 0.5. And then after that, let's, as you know, we don't need the square that will appear in the screen. We will use another one. So let's add it here from sprites. Here is the square box. And also the code should be written in, I wrote it in the background. Oh my God. So let's cut this part. Be careful of this part and paste it in the square. At the square, we will write all the code in the square and it will detect everything in the stage. After that, let's write, we adjusted the threshold. After that, we need to disable the square that would appear with the library. So let's write obj dot disable the box. After that, after disabling the box, we need to analyze the stage. So obj, this time we will not use the camera, so dot analyze the stage. After that, for this time, we will not use the while true, we will use the for loop as the square. We need to move to each object on the screen and surround it. So it will detect how many objects do we have it in the screen, and it will surround it and say its name. So we need to count first the number of the objects. Of course, the obj has a function that can do this stuff. So we will say for I in range. Which range? The range is starting from the number of 0 to the number of the objects in our screen. So let's start this time from 1, as if we have one object, so it will so if we have like 3 objects, so it will start counting from 1 to 3, not from 0 to 3. Then Roma to what? To obj dot the number of objects that we have it in our pictures. So dot count will get us all the objects, or the number of the objects in the screen, and add plus 1, as we wanted to as you know, it will stop at the last number but minus 1, but we wanted to get us the count, as for example, the number of the objects are 3, so it will give us here the number will be 3. Here the number will be 3, but the for loop stopped at 2, stopped counting 2 and 2. So I will take count from 1 and 2 and will not take 3, but we have like 3 objects on the screen. So to solve this problem, obj add 1, so it will stop at the exact number of the object. Dot count plus 1. Don't forget the column, and then say we want the square to go, or to surround each object in the screen, and after that say its name, and also we need the square to take the to surround it, to surround the object, so it will take its size. So to make the object, or to make the square go to the place of the object, it's very simple by writing sprite dot set x to what? To the x of the object, or the current object. Obj dot x, but x for now is for the object I, for the object I, and do the same thing for the y of this object. Paste, instead of x here by, instead of y x here will be y, and also we need to set the size, so sprite dot sprite dot width, or size, set size to what? Set the size to the width of the object. So obj dot width of what? Of the current object. So the size of the box will be the same thing as the width of the object that the project is detecting right now. And after that, we wanted to say the class of the type of this object. So we have a function called class name. So say sprite dot say object dot class name of which object? The current object. So it's I, and we needed to move the or make several copies of the square. So say pen dot stem. Here it is. We'll make several copies of the pen, and to wait like 1 second after each iteration. So time, let's sleep, and let's say it will stop for 1 second. And everything is done. Let's run the code, but before anything, let's save it. Save it to object infection, and save. And now let's run the code. Will take some time to load the activity. And now, okay. car. I think we need to clear it first. Let's add the time. Let's make it 3. Let's stop. I think been clear. Surrounded everything. And we needed to clear again. Let's take a copy. And after the 3, let's clear it. Save, run again. Okay. Now it's person. Wait for 3 seconds. Bicycle. Then the car. It's more better now, as the last time it wasn't deleting the square from the screen. Now everything is perfect. Thank you for your time. I hope that you enjoyed this activity. See you next time.